Gong Hei Fa Chai and a Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you all had your reunion dinner with your family, and I hope that you have had a lot of really nice food. So tonight is special night because we are going live on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and also on a Clubhouse. And but mostly on Clubhouse. I'll be taking questions on Clubhouse. So if you are on Clubhouse, please follow me right now and join my room, Sarah May Low. So those of you who just joined in, I'm Sarah May Low, and I'm known as in the media as Malaysia's #1 tarot reader and also Western astrologer. So my room, the setting is a bit of like a prostitute den, but I kind of like it. It's quite mysterious-ish. So I'm in my Fort Cheong Sam for the week because tomorrow we're celebrating Chinese New Year. So happy Chinese New Year to all of you who are celebrating out there. So I'm going right now live on Clubhouse. So if you're on Clubhouse, join in because I'm going to take questions from there. It's Sarah May Low. So give me one moment. Start the room. Okay, I'm waiting for everyone to come in right now.
Hello.
Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Let me just ping a few people.
Okay. Yeah, maybe also I ping a few people. Hi, Farah. How are you? Hi, Shichi. Give us a minute while we add more people in.
Yes. We're going to talk about law of attraction.
Law of attraction and also like how to manifest your dreams.
Hey, Angeline. What's up? Let me just invite.
Have you had your dinner?
Yes, I just had I had quite early dinner just now, and then after that I had the second round of not dinner lah, but durian.
Okay.
So full.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, so this year is a bit small. So it was just my family, me, my 2 brothers, my mom, and also my uncle who live close by.
Yeah. Hi, Flora, Shichi. We're just gonna ping more people into this room, and
we're gonna start in a bit. And today's gonna be a very short and sweet, most likely under 1 hour kind of room and also event because later me and Rachel want to go play Pao Cheong. Gonna play firecracker. It's Ninsa Man. So those of you who are celebrating tonight, oh, Shiva is here.
Yeah, invited Shiva.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Fa Choi.
Go ahead, Fa Choi, everyone. To those who are celebrating, Chinese New Year Eve, right? Ninsa Man. We're not supposed to like sleep before 12 o'clock until the next day, better the next morning, because apparently it will give our parents a long life.
Yeah, this is like Chinese, it's like some Asian Chinese
belief.
This is like a tradition thing.
Yeah. Hi, Angeline. I saw you brought Angeline.
Hi.
Hi, Angeline. How are you? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi.
Hi.
Well, my name is Angeline. I'm a very good friend of Rachel's.
Okay, yeah. She said a lot of her friends will pong her cheong tonight.
Hey, Sarah, you don't know Angeline? She's also a blogger last time.
Hey, wait, I'm a bit blind. You're so small. No, I don't think I met Angeline before. No, right?
I don't think we met.
No.
I don't think you guys.
No, yeah.
I'm like a super old timer, man, and I retired a long time ago.
Oh, the OG lah.
But we were around the same like timing, you know, the blogging and then go events and stuff.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
I didn't know
Hi
that.
guys.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah.
Hi Annie, Yasmin, Xiaoxin. I hope you guys already had dinner.
And prepare your pen and paper because tonight we're going to do a manifestation practice, and I'm going to teach everyone how to manifest your dreams, beautiful love, money, career, everything in 2021. And this is really, really effective because I've manifested a lot of things in my life. And this is what I do actually on the monthly basis. So a lot of people always ask me, oh, Sarah, how to do full new moon manifestation? So those of you out there who do not know, tonight is actually new moon. So every Chinese calendar, 初一 is actually new moon, and 十五 it is full moon. So Chinese has always been celebrating the new moon and also the full moon, but a lot of people actually do not know that it's actually the full moon or new moon. But traditionally we have been celebrating. So new moon, right? It is really good for starting something new. A new relationship, a new business, a new career, a new year, basically something new. And full moon is to complete something and to let go of something, let go of like toxic friendship or an old relationship or something like that. So new moon is very, very powerful, especially for tonight because it's also the Chinese Lunar New Year also in conjunction. So we're gonna we are going to do a manifestation practice. Hi, Amanda. I think you would love this.
Amanda.
Tonight we're gonna do a manifestation practice. So everyone who just joined in, prepare your pen and paper so that we're gonna do a bit of scripting. Something I'm gonna teach you on how to do this manifestation practice.
Yeah, wow, we really go into it.
Yes, go into it.
We're good.
You can. I mean, those of you who are listening, you can do it right now. You can do it. Yeah. So you can either do it right now or later on when you have free time also you can do it. You can do it right now or later on. But I'm just going to teach you how to do it first. Dang, dang, dang.
So for all who just came in, I think I saw Junie, Jason. So what Sarah said just now is just to take a pen and paper. We're gonna do manifestation. Oh my god, I don't even know how to, but my pen and paper are ready.
Okay, don't worry.
I'm worried. Y'all go ahead. I need to go to the toilet.
Okay. So I will even share tonight. I will share my own personal list also and also how I write it. So without further ado, let's start. Okay, so you can do this manifestation or scripting practice at any time you like, as I mentioned just now. So you can faster grab a piece of paper right now if you want to, and we will set our intentions for the new moon together. So feel free to sit comfortably and lie down comfortably. So take in 3 long breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax and feel your mind becoming clear and your body grounded. Place both hands on your heart and let's begin sending gratitude to the universe and also your body. You can choose to close your eyes and repeat after me. Dear universe, I am here to connect with the highest truth, my deepest inner spirit and most wonderful love. Please make me a channel of your divine wisdom and help me see clearly all the signs that guides me in 2021 and help me tune into the greatest good in my heart. Dear beautiful universe, thank you for the opportunity to connect with this beautiful, positive, amazing community today on social media, on Clubhouse, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. May I have your support to give a clear vision so that my truest intention can flow clearly from my heart onto the pages that I am about to write. Thank you, beautiful heart, for being so damn strong. In moments when you were so bloody scared and feel like you're about to die, you stayed brave. Thank you, my strong heart. Despite being broken so many times, you did not give up on me. Today, I want to honor you by manifesting all the most wonderful magic in 2021. We will be ready to live our best life in 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's come back. Yay.
Wow.
Okay, so let's come back. So
I
I
almost cried.
oh good.
So felt
This is
bad.
actually
Wow.
to clear.
I feel like I'm acknowledging the fact that like my heart has gone through so much.
Yeah,
I
our heart.
don't think I've ever acknowledged that.
Yeah, learn to love your heart, and love your all those mistakes also, because those mistakes are the things that make our heart stronger. But that intention setting just now was actually to clear our mind, because when you want to manifest, you cannot manifest in a very confused kind of or chaotic kind of mind. So okay, let's go to the manifestation practice. How do you write your wishes? I just want to share with you the structure first, and later on I will share with you the format on how to write it. But the structure, when you are writing your wishes, I have in front of me my own way of writing it. So, and a few samples. How I write it is, thank you, universe. I now have more money in my bank account that I can buy whatever I want, to travel to all the most luxurious locations around the world, a new beautiful car, and also my own home. So when you're writing it, right, you must write as if you have already received it. You cannot write, I want a lot of money. I want, a big house or something like that. You have to write as if it's like, wow, right now I already have so much money. I'm already traveling around the world. Because
So I have to write even though I don't have it, but I write as if I have it to attract it. Is it?
correct. In a way, it's fake it till you make it.
Oh my god.
But
Okay. Alright.
This does not just apply to say money or career. Like you mentioned, even like for the people that you're looking for, partner, like the qualities in partner and stuff like that.
So I just write that in my paper and my pen.
you can write it in the paper. Just a normal A4 paper, whether it's pencil or pen or your favorite pen or what colorful pen or whatever. But I'm actually going down my list. So there's also other samples on other things that you can manifest. So let me go down through my list first. So you can also say
so
things.
we write in a list form.
Exactly.
We write in a list form.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can also say, let's say some of you are KOLs and you want to manifest a lot of followers. You can say it like, I have achieved 100,000 or 200,000 followers on my Instagram and have gotten a verified logo too. You can say things like that. All my social media platforms such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Clubhouse have grown tenfold. My followers and the community that I have grown are positive and supportive, because you don't just want to grow the followers. You want to grow people. You want to have people who supports you and are positive and have growth mindset and abundance mindset also. So next up, let's say for business, you can say, thank you so much, universe. My business is booming. I am, seen as like the top guru in Asia. And I am so proud to be a solopreneur, and everything is automated fully by the software I use. So you can also talk about your loved ones. I'm having so much fun with the people I love, and everyone is happy and thriving. Then for health, you can say, I'm in perfect health and everyone see me as sexy and stylish as fuck. You can put it like that also. So don't be afraid to be as dramatic. Don't be afraid, right? It's like when you're writing your list, right? You have to be confident, because before other people can believe things, or they can see you as sexy and stylish, you have to first believe it yourself. That is how you manifest certain things. So don't be afraid, right? And nobody's going to see your list. So don't be shy at all. When you write a list, I don't feel like, if I write this, people will think I'm a narcissist and not narcissist. So do not worry about that at all, because this list is for your own stuff. Nobody's gonna see it. So you can say, everyone see me as super beautiful. It's like more beautiful than whoever the top influencer is or top model is. You can write something like that. Then when it comes to love, you can say that I am so grateful to have met a wonderful man and to be married to the love of my life who checks my entire list. I have a list of 100 criterias and he checks all of it. It's so freaking amazing. You must be very, very excited when you write it down. So one of the things also I write about, this is those of you who are pursuing your studies, if you want to pursue further studies. So I still have, personally, I have like about 1.5 years left for my PhD studies. So I wrote down in my own manifestation list. What I wrote is that I am Dr. Sarah Melo, and everybody in my industry see me as a genius and see me as an opinion leader in my field. It feels so amazing, so wonderful, and I love being appreciated in my industry. So that is how I write it. And I end my list with, my dearest universe, thank you, thank you, thank you. So usually you write the thank you in three times. So every time when you are saying the thank you, right, you must really feel it like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like you feel it happening already. It's not just like every day when you read the list, like, I have achieved 100,000 followers. You cannot say like that. Every word you say, you must really, really feel it from the bottom of your heart. That is how you manifest it.
What if it didn't happen?
It will happen. You see? That is why, right, you cannot contradict yourself when you cannot contradict yourself, right, when you want things to happen. Most people, right, don't get what they want is because they contradict themselves. For example, and overthinking, contradicting themselves, right, it's actually a smart people disease. A lot of people who are successful are, if you know, because a lot of my clients in Malaysia, they are self-made millionaires. And I would tell you that they're actually not that smart, you know. I also work with top professors in my field, and to be honest, these professors are smarter. However, these professors are, and smart people problem is that they always overthink situations. And people, right, who are actually rich, right, they are not so smart, which is actually a good thing. What they are, right, they're actually much more vocal and much more brave. So they think less and do more. But smart people, they think too much. Yeah, if plan A don't work, then plan B how? I think I need to prepare a plan B. But if you keep on preparing a plan B and plan C and plan what, right? And then you start to doubt yourself and you start to, doubt your self-worth and things like that and start to think, like, what people will think about me. Once you overthink, right, you will never ever start anything. So if you want to...
Oh my god, that's so true.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so fucking true. I agree. So true.
So that's why when you want to start something, right, actually, you need to be so smart, man. Everyone always think, like, I need to be very smart to start something. You do not need to be smart. You need to be brave and freaking thick face.
And I feel like this trait, right, is very, I'm not being like biased here or whatever, but like just more predominantly like occurs in men. I feel like men usually, they are like very, very confident in themselves, and like they just like, oh, I'm the best. Like even though when they go to gym, they're like go to gym for like one day and then they look at themselves, wow, so different. But for like girls, like we're like so skinny and all that, and then we're still like, oh, we're still so fat. So I feel like not all girls are obviously, but like I see a lot of my guy friends are usually like the more confident type, and usually they themselves already manifest it unconsciously. Like they don't have to like think, oh, I have to manifest this kind of power. Usually like they already have that 24 hours a day in their head, and that makes them kind of unconsciously manifest things out. Yeah, I need that too. I need that so much. Yeah, look at my brother. I'm like, wow, you're so confident, and I know that I'm smarter than my brother, but like for some reason, I'm just like less successful. You know what I'm saying? And dude, I completely get it. I completely understand. Anyway, Sarah, sorry, you can go on.
No problem. Connie just wanted to share, but I'm gonna share with you from a scientific point of view because I'm actually a sociologist, so I study this. In the past, right, women are gatherers, men are hunters. So that's why a lot of men, right, when they go out to hunt, they are very focused. That's why men, right, biologically, they are much more brave. Women are back in the cave, right? We are all cave women, right? Back in the cave, right? We will be cooking, looking after our children. We will be in a community where we will be gossiping about each other. So the good thing about women is that women are better communicators compared to men. But the thing is, when you communicate in your community also, right? Sometimes you scare each other. Men, right? It is like they don't talk to each other that much. They don't even talk about their feelings. But it's like everybody, let's say 10 men hunters, right? They go out in a group. Okay, you go north, you go south, and then they go and hunt. So generally, men are much more braver, I would say, biologically. So I actually have met a lot of men through my career who is actually not as brave as me. I think I'm actually much more braver. So I would say that men actually become less braver nowadays in the modern world compared in the past.
In what way? Like brave in what way?
So if you notice our father's time, right, our parents' time, right, the men can do everything, They can fix this, they can fix that, and things like that. But modern day men, right, they actually cannot really make decisions. A lot of things they cannot do. A lot of things they cannot even man up. That's why every single week, in my career, I see divorce cases. And when I ask the woman, right, actually, why did you decide, right, to divorce your husband or something like that? And then it's like, because he cannot man up. It's because a lot of women right now, in the modern day, right, we expect men to man up like men in the past. So that's why I would actually beg to differ. I don't think that a lot of men are that brave, because in my own household, I think I'm actually braver than both of my brothers. Yeah, but the thing about, back to the subject of like overthinking, so there is always ways, right, how to manage our mind from overthinking. So everyone say be happy. But it's very easy to be happy, but it's difficult to stay happy, because our emotions, right, it will be like a wave like that. Suddenly, right, it will just hit us and then we become really upset. But how to stay happy is actually, right, to focus on other things, and also to, there's small things, right, that can put you in that positive state of mind very quickly. Let's say some people, they like music, some people like cooking, some people like swimming, some people like eating their favorite food. It can automatically, like when I'm in a bad mood, right, when I listen to my favorite music already, it's like, oh my God, I feel like dancing. So there's always ways to stop that overthinking. But yes, you are absolutely correct. Mindset, it is actually the most important thing. But what I want to tell everyone out there, our emotions and our mindset, right, it is something that can be trained. It is called a twice behave behavior, or restored behavior, by this scholar called Richard Schachner. So twice behave behavior or restored behavior, right, mean, right, everything is a practice behavior. Impossible, right, all the top dancers out there or in Malaysia, right, once they are born, they can dance already. All these are practice behavior, including our mindset is a practice behavior. So I'm also a woman, once a month also I get my period or something like that. So I emo also, right? But I tell myself, okay, Sarah, you cannot do this. You have to, change your mindset. Because if you get on like emo like that, right, you're gonna be a hypocrite, because you're in a profession where you tell everyone to like be positive and stay positive. So I was like, okay, correct also. I think I need to change my mindset. I need to do something. Yeah. So there's always ways, right, to stop that overthinking, or like stop going into that the emo state.
Yeah, so true. Like especially like during like PMS, sometimes it's very hard to control. Like I consciously know that I'm gonna get emotional, overthinking. But when it happens, it's just so hard to control. PMS, I think sometimes like relation period also.
Yeah.
But do you think like it's better to like actually accept that feeling of sadness, or like that feeling of like what you said, Sarah, like you might feel down sometimes, but it's okay to like just embrace it for a while, let it sit there, and then like for a moment, just accept it for what it is, and then after that, just slowly let it go, lah, right? And then that's how you don't tell yourself, oh, I'm feeling sad, but like, oh, I need to feel happy. I need to be happy right now. Then you're forcing yourself to be happy and not like really recognizing that feeling of like down or sadness.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Of course, as humans, right, we will feel sad, all of us. But yes, we need to sit on it for some time. Or not, we're going to be like a psychopath, right? Like, you know, like let's say your a parent passed away, then you're there. It's like, I need to be happy. I need to be happy. It sounds like a bit like a psychopath, lah. So yes, of course, if we need like 3 days to cry or 3 months to cry over a heartbreak, just cry over it. You know, just like emo for a while, but don't stay there. Don't stay in there because.
Can I add to like Connie's words as well later?
Sure, you want to add now?
You go ahead first, yeah. Yeah, because I don't know. I understand what Connie is saying is because like in this current world, I feel like we're so pressured to be positive, but you know, in fact, I feel like the whole pressure to be positive is what actually gave me depression in the first place. You know what I mean?
I understand. I'm going to tell you, I'm even more pressured because I'm in the position where I'm supposed to inspire everyone. And, you know, I feel even more pressured. But I think because I suspect I'm older than you guys also. So I think also sometimes it comes with age. Like a lot of women, right, once they hit like 30s and 40s and all that, right, your level of like, I don't give a fuck, it becomes much higher one. A lot of women.
Right.
So I think it comes with age. I think when I was in my 20s also, it was quite hard to manage a lot of emotions. But once I've experienced a lot of things, like when my dad passed away and things like that also, I think I learned to let go a lot. I learned to detach. I learned to let go a lot. So yeah, at the end of the day, right, sometimes, you know, when you, everyone, I would say that everyone heal differently. Everyone would resonate like differently. So there's no like one way fits all. But I definitely agree with like both of you. It's like when you try to force yourself to be happy. But yeah. But anyway, back to like I wanted to add also, like when we talk about the man being
Sorry
brave.
about your dad, by the way. Like I believe that was really painful.
Thank you. Yeah. So back to like, you know, men being brave. If you notice, right, a lot why, right, mostly men are the ones that go to war and not women go to war, right? It's because traditionally men is much more braver. And the saddest part, right, because men, they are much more braver, right? There is actually a higher statistic, right, of men, right, taking their life compared to women. Women, when they overthink, they will actually U-turn one, you know. So when they are about to commit suicide, they were like, oh my God, you know, I shouldn't do this, you know, what my parents will feel or something like that. Or when woman is in the war zone, they'll be like, oh my God, I still got my kids, I still got my parents or something like that. Woman, right, woman overthink more, yes. But women would also U-turn more. When men decide to take their life and when they decide to do something, right, they are very, very serious and they will just like, you know, do it. So biologically, that's why I do believe in equality. Of course, I'm a strong, independent woman. But biologically, men and women are still different. But anyways, let me finish off like the format. So just now I was teaching everyone, those of you who just joined in, I'm teaching everyone how to do a manifestation practice. So after writing down your intentions, and you have to write it like you have already received it, there's also a format. So it can be 1 times 11, 2 times 22, 3 times 33, or 10 times 100, or 4 times 44. What this means is that you write it 11 times for 1 day, or you write it 22 times for 2 days straight, or you write it 33 times for 3 days straight, and you write it like 100 times for 10 days straight if you want to, or maybe even 1,000 times for 100 days straight if you are that disciplined. So even though usually in our list, right, or our resolution, there are like 20 things we want to do in a year, but every month there's actually a new moon. So every new moon, right, you can just write one intention each month. So that is how scripting works. So this is called scripting. It's SCRIPTING, scripting, and you write it over and over again. Because this is like telling your mind, once you write it over and over again, right, and you visualize it, right, you will start to believe that, you know, it's coming very soon and you're about to achieve it. And personally, I have manifested a lot of things in my life. In fact, my entire career is actually a miracle. And also what I love being in my career, right, is that I see miracles every day. So I would say that believe, those of you who are listening, like believe in miracles, because I see miracles every single day.
Do you think that's kind of like a manifestation is kind of like religion in some sense? Like there's a little overlapping here. Like, I'm not saying anything about, don't want to touch anything sensitive about like the religion part, but I'm just here to kind of like say my observation. I was like, because like, you know how like let's say as maybe a Christian, like they would pray to a God and then they would actually believe, faith, like put in the whole faith into like saying that, okay, God would help me in this. Like their form of praying is kind of like, in this sense, scripting. It's similar in some way, like just writing down and really believing that this will happen. It's similar to also like how you pray and then really believe that this will happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely. I'm actually a Catholic myself. I'm a Catholic Christian. So yes, this is something that I've actually dwelt upon. So those of you, right, who are like religious or you believe in like the Dalai Lama or something, you can always write, right, instead of like dear universe, you can write dear Buddha or dear Allah or dear Lord Vishnu or dear Jesus or something like that. So why I put universe, because of course everyone here is from different background, but I totally agree with you. It is just like prayer. So as a Christian and as a Catholic, right, so they always say, right, oh, believe in Christ, you know, you have to let go. So law of attraction is the same thing. You must want something and also let go. You cannot be like, hey, what haven't happened yet? What haven't happened yet? It's like, oh, like 20 days already, how come it haven't happened yet? You cannot like rest.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you cannot, you can want something, but you cannot, right, overcross it to the point you become desperation. Because when you are desperate, you whatever, right, you feel at that point of time, you will manifest. So when you feel in despair and you feel that it's not happening, it won't happen. So it's true. Like even religion is also like that. Even because I'm someone who's a bit of a philosopher. So I've visited like mosques. There's those of you who wants to visit mosques, right? There's a mosque next to Publica that is open for non-Muslims. You can actually go in and visit, and it's super beautiful. So when I was visiting that mosque, right, I spoke to one of their religious leader who is I think I cannot remember what was his past religion, but he's a Chinese guy who converted into Muslim. So I had a discussion with him, and he shared a few Islam books to me, which I actually read. And the Bible, Judaism, which Jews, and also Islam, right? All these three are actually Abrahamic religion. It all came from Abraham. So the way they pray actually is very similar, because I read the text. So even in Islam also, right, it's like, oh, you have to want something, you pray, but you also let go. That's why they say things, right, like inshallah. Inshallah means, right, oh, it will come true. By God's grace, it will come true. So religion, whatever religion, right, also say, right, it's like, oh, you want something, you pray, but you also let go, believe that God will grant it to you. So it's the same. You're absolutely correct. It's the same thing with law of attraction. But usually we will use like the universe, because everyone is like different background lah. So yeah.
Okay, actually, right, if you don't mind, I know like we're just being like very open here. I'm just playing devil's advocate lah, and then you just let me know what your opinion is. So what if this world, what if, because I'm a Christian myself, I'm just like, sometimes I really do wonder that what if this world, there's no such thing as like God or manifestation or whatever, like things would just happen to you anyways. Like it's gonna happen to you anyways. Like for example, you write down the things that you maybe you say, oh, one day I want to earn like 1 million. Okay, let's say, and then you write down 1 million, and then you just let it go, right? You forgot about it. You write it down, and then you put it in an envelope. You forgot about it, and then one day, and then you just do your thing, and then one day it happened, and then you can say that, oh, it's because I have manifested it, or oh, because like I have prayed to God about it. But for example, let's say it would happen to you anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like it would happen to you anyways. It's just that you, because you have prayed about it, or because you have written it down, that makes you notice it. That makes you remember it even more. Like for example, if I were to say, if you were to be in a car and it's a traffic jam, right? And then and then you don't really notice the color of the cars. And then if I were to say like, hey, have you ever seen a yellow car? And then you're like, yeah, huh? Now you start thinking about yellow car. And then now like every time you drive, you will always pay attention to a yellow car. Like, do I see yellow car? Like that. So and then the more you see yellow car, you're like, actually that's true. There's actually a lot of yellow cars. So putting this concept back into like religion or like manifestation, like maybe because you have wrote it down, or maybe because you have prayed about it, that's why you remember it. That's why you notice it. And then later on it happened, you're like, oh, because it's the belief that I believe, or because you know what I'm saying? Like, could that happen? I always wonder if like things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get what you mean. So you actually brought up a bit of like psychology also, because that car case study, right? It's actually a lot of psychologists, and like they bring up that theory. So,
exactly.
Yeah. So it is true. So the purpose of even writing this intention down is actually to help you focus, because a lot of people say, I feel lost. Why a lot of people feel lost, right, is because they don't have a direction. That's why by writing resolutions, 2021 resolution, or setting your intentions and things like that, it actually helps you with that focus. So yesterday we were actually talking about love also. How to find the right person for those of them who are still single.
Yeah.
So writing like that list, right, would actually help you with that focus, because once you write that list, sometimes you may think you know what you want, but after you write down the list, then you write down, it's like, I write down I need a very, very handsome boyfriend, like K-pop star. But once you write down a list, right, you realize how ridiculous is it. It's like, actually handsome is not that important. What's important is someone who's loyal, someone who doesn't cheat on you, someone who's honest, someone who supports you no matter what, and be like your best friend and your cheerleader or whatever. So writing down all this, right, would actually help you to structure your thoughts and help with your focus. So that is more from like a psychological kind of perspective. So I agree with you what you're saying lah. Like the concepts you brought up were very typical case studies that people bring up in psychology. So yeah, but at the end of the day, I think law of attraction also teach people to be grateful. Like once you manifest already, right, to also be grateful, like, oh, I'm so grateful, to have this, instead of like, I already manifest already, so I don't need to be nice to people. I'm the richest bitch in like KL right now. So I think the gratitude aspect of law of attraction, or also in religion, it is also very important, because it teaches us to be grateful of our blessing. But yeah, I think what you brought up also, actually I didn't really understand, because I mean, what were you saying, that things were also meant to happen? Yeah, of course, a lot of things were meant to happen. Like Chinese New Year will definitely happen tomorrow. Of course, I wouldn't write that. I hope Chinese New Year will happen tomorrow.
No. I mean,
Yeah.
like, what if it's gonna happen to you anyways? Like, let's say the 1 million, you're gonna earn that 1 million anyways. And like whatever that you hope for is gonna happen to you anyways. So, maybe it's just the whole religion or the whole manifestation or the whole law of attraction thing. It's just I don't want to say a hoax, but like it's just a little facade thing, or just like a little ritual thing that you do, just to maybe make you feel better, or make you feel like things are happening to you like in a good way. Because like what I was trying to say, like this tangles a little bit on religion, but I don't want to get too far or too deep into that. But like the whole I met this other person, that talks about law of attraction and all that. Like, if one day this, like when we die, and then we maybe go to heaven or whatever, like we know that the whole God thing doesn't happen. Like it's not true, or like the whole law of attraction thing doesn't really exist. It's gonna happen to us anyway. It's just making us feel better about ourselves at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you mean. But typically people don't really write about things that they are bound to, get anyways. Right? Not like, let's say, I wish that this month I will get like 40 sales or something like that. And I get 40 sales every month. Impossible I write that one, ma. I think it's like, if you're really going to get something, most people, like, it's almost impossible they will actually write that. Most people usually write things that...
They don't know, but it's going to happen to you. The universe is going to give them anyways, but they just don't know that they're going to get it now. So it means at this moment of time, I don't know that 10 years or 2 years down the road, I will get 1 million. I don't know. Therefore, I write it down, hoping that I will get. And then I get it 2 years down. I'll be like, oh, it's because I wrote it 2 years ago. But actually, if you don't write it down, right, 2 years later, you still get the 1 million anyways. You know what I'm saying? But you just don't know it now. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, can I just
anyone want to add? Because I feel a bit it's a bit like, okay, I don't know I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna get it anyways. But how do you know you're gonna get it anyways?
I think this is like almost similar, like writing down resolutions. I'm not sure if manifestation is like that, but for me, like, because I used to be not the kind of person who write resolutions, right? Because I feel that life's got to go on anyway. But then I find the difference between writing down resolutions is that, at the end of the year, whenever I look back, then I can see how much that I've achieved. Not because I write down and it happened, but I think it's sort of like, put my mind more organized on things in place, maybe as a reminder as well. Yeah.
So basically what you're trying to say is that you're constantly just realigning your objective of what you want to achieve. And
I think it's like kind of reorganizing what I want to achieve. Yeah.
Wait, guys, wait. I just want to say something first. Law of attraction, right? Is like, now I believe something, like tomorrow is Chinese New Year, and then Chinese New Year is in 1 hour. Okay, I just talk crap. Every Chinese what?
Oh my God.
WTF. Okay.
What?
I'm gonna move her to the audience.
Yeah, you're listening so attentively, man. But anyways, but
I'm gonna get dumpling.
the thing about structure is, right, let's say this is a company, it's a startup, and this startup, right, wants to earn like 1 million in the next this company wants to earn like 1 million in the next 1 year. But most of the time, the companies also have their vision, which everyone is aligned. So everyone in the company, right? Okay, the boss say, the next 1 year we have to hit 1 million. So I'm gonna write this on the whiteboard or whatever. So everybody must be aligned to achieve that goal. You get what I mean? So I don't get it when you say, right, it's like, I'm gonna get it anyways. Get it anyways usually it's like, I know there's gonna be food tomorrow because my mom is cooking lunch. So most people don't really write down things that they know they are going to achieve. Because how are you gonna know that you are gonna achieve 1 million if you actually don't even put in the effort or work towards it? If you get what I mean. Let's say I tell you, right, even as a tarot reader and astrologer, everyone gonna ask me, it's like, hey Sarah, give me 4D number, can or 4D number. But I always tell people, right, what's the point I give you a 4D number when you don't even walk into the 4D shop, right, to buy that lottery ticket? So people at the end of the day, right, setting this intention, of course, they have to move towards the intention also. So I think this list actually help people like, move closer to it. So when I have like my yearly list for my business, right, okay, right now I need to like collaborate with certain people or something like that. It's like, okay, I'm going to hit this 20 or something like that. I think it helps with our focus. But like when you say, right, it's like, I'm going to, I tell myself I'm going to achieve 1 million, but I'm going to achieve it anyways. That is more like, how can you predict the future? That's the question.
I think, we misunderstood the question.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I think this whole thing, right, that I'm asking, could go really, really deep. And I don't want to get too over to another whole topic.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna let you continue with the law of attraction. Sorry for dragging you guys to another
no problem.
round, yeah.
This is like an open discussion also, like that's the purpose of this entire app. But maybe there's other factor that you actually wanted to tell me that you don't want to offend anyone, but that's really just, maybe we can have that discussion like another day lah. So
no, I mean I'm religious myself, but sometimes I do wonder about this kind of stuff. That's why but yeah. I can privately talk about it.
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
Can I just summarize what Connie is trying to say? I completely understand what you're trying to say, like both sides, Sarah and Connie. Okay, so basically, as a woman of God, as somebody who has grown up with religion and whatnot, right? I'm pretty sure every time, okay, let me give you an example. SPM, okay? SPM, your parents expect you to get all A's, straight A's, right? Okay, and then you're fucking stressing the fuck out the whole entire year just to get those straight A's, okay? But you don't know whether you're gonna get the straight A's or not, but you know that is your goal, right? And your parents are breathing down your neck about those straight A's, okay? And then in the end, when you finally got those straight A's, your parents say, yeah, thank God, not thank you, the one who put in all the work and all that to get those straight A's, but thank God, you know what I mean? So then it kind of just feels like, okay, so actually, if you take God out as a factor, you were going to get those straight A's anyway because you put in all the work, you put in all the time. So the results were gonna sort of guarantee, but you just wouldn't know what the ending would be. You know what I mean?
I get it now. So it's more like, most free thinkers actually believe in that though. Most free thinkers is I don't believe in luck or something like that. I only believe in hard work. They are free thinkers. It's I don't believe in God. I don't believe in luck. I only believe in hard work. I think it's more of that concept. Right?
I'm the free thinker, but I don't believe in hard work.
You still believe in luck also?
I believe is okay. But actually, I come into this room, right? Is actually I really believe in law of attraction now. Okay, the joke aside lah. Okay, ever since that I'm very very young, right? I was so into this manifesting thing because it really have worked wonders into my life a lot of times. For example, right, when I was really young that time, I think 5年级 is how old 5年级 is around
11.
Yeah, 11. Damn young, man. That time, right, I like this guy, but then this guy is super smart. Super smart guy, and then he's the top student in the whole freaking we call it 年级 I don't know what is it called so we have 400 students, so he's the top apparently. And then right, I was thinking oh my God, I'm not the smartest people. Then I really want to get into the A class, so because I want to be around with him, because I want to cow him, something like that lah. Okay, I know it's very young, but then so many years later, right, after that, when we are I think I was admiring him for 4 years until when I'm 11 that time, right? He really 表白 to me. 表白 call already. Sorry, today my English is not on my
confess.
Yeah, confess. He really confessed to me, but then I no longer like him after he confessed to me.
Shit, the same thing happened to me.
But then it's really true. Like that time onwards, right? You know what I do? Every single night, right? I pray, you know. But I don't believe in God, ma. That time I pray to the universe. I say like, tomorrow I'll see him. And then he'll talk to me and something like that. Just like not like fantasizing lah. It's more like because that time you're so young, you don't really fantasize also lah. So I was like just thinking like, oh, I want to like, what should I talk to him tomorrow? And then like, how do I like improve my study so I can like talk to him like about my work, my schoolwork and all those kind of stuff lah. So I think right, it's really like no, it's true, and also right. I tell you another one. It's really very, very like one. That time, right, before I met my husband, right, and then I told myself, I say like, that time I think I'm only like 15 or 16, and then I say like, I think right, I don't want to stay in a terrace house anymore. I want to stay in a condominium because condominium, right, got gym and got swimming pool. So I was like, I was manifesting this. I was like, shut up, can't judge. I was like,
laughing so dumb.
Can't judge. You see, my husband also laughing. So I was like thinking like, oh, I must make a lot of money lah, or something like that. I just tell myself one day I'm gonna stay in a condo one day. Every day I was thinking about it. Every day. And then right, my father really bought me a condo. Okay, like after that, he gambled and he lost it lah. But the next best thing is
Oh my god.
too much information. Sorry. And then the next big thing is like,
come back.
the next big thing is like, my husband actually is staying in a condo. See? You manifest it.
Oh my god.
No, I like Karina. She's a positive person. She's a very positive mindset person.
Serious. Oh my god. No, you guys laughing at it, 算了. Really?
But I do agree with Karina though. There are certain things that is in our control. Like what Connie say, right? Oh, when you work hard, you will get that 1 million. And Amanda say, right? When you study very hard for the SPM, right? You will get, that straight A or something like that. Yeah. No, but there are certain things, right? That you can also. There are certain things, right? That is actually beyond your control. That you also can manifest. For example, a life partner. Like you don't know when is like the next person is going to come into your life. So maybe like manifestation, if you say that, oh, I don't believe in luck, I believe in hard work. I mean, good on you. But then there are certain things that are also out of your control, like meeting someone that can help you. So in this situation, right, I actually find like it would actually work because this entire week, today is a very special day because there are 6 planets in Aquarius. So if Rachel is my long-term friend, so the past 3.5 years, I've actually been very, very quiet because I was healing after my dad passed away and things like that. But when I saw they were like 6 planets in the sign of Aquarius, and in my own personal birth chart, it's in the area of like community. So I was like, oh my God, I really need to build my community. Then after that, suddenly, one night when I was about to sleep already, one of my friends, Shiva, she actually messaged me, hey Sarah, I got extra invite on Clubhouse. You want to join or not? You want to, connect because I know you like to teach and all that. Do you want to join or not? So she actually reached out to me, and I was actually stressing the whole of last week, like, hey, how am I gonna connect? Shit, man, it's like I don't like the Facebook. All the Facebook are so many old people. I don't think my market. Instagram, like, the algorithm very shit. I was actually stressing, right? How can I connect to the community? And suddenly Shiva like approached me. Then I was like, oh yeah, Clubhouse. I've been seeing people posting. Then when I came online, after that I met Rachel. Rachel is actually a long-time friend, but we haven't spoken in a long time. Then the past 3 nights,
Rachel brought me on Clubhouse.
Yeah. And then the past 3 nights, we've been doing a lot of like connecting. So I actually kind of achieved my resolution because this year I wanted to connect, especially when in my personal birth chart, I needed to connect with community. So these kind of things that I actually believe I manifested. So I agree with both of you. There are certain things that's in your control. Let's say your studies or your career or something like that. But there are other things also, right, that you don't know certain people would actually come mentor you or give you certain opportunity, or like life partners. You don't know when, let's say you break up a day, you don't know when's the next love going to come on, So things like that, I think manifesting is very, very effective.
I think intention is very important. Because like intention, then you keep thinking about it. And yeah, I haven't tried manifestation before, but I know that intention, whatever we're doing, right, the intention is very important, because it's sort of like, just I don't go into religion as well, but it sort of just keeps you in that path.
Sarah, like I really do admire you and like what your journey has come through so far. I kind of want to ask you for a favor, if you can, because you mentioned something quite interesting just now.
Okay, say.
Yeah, because I think you were talking about how you read your what was it called? But you read your like birth chart, right? And then like this year it says that you should like be a little bit more communal with people, right? Do you read my birth chart? Like, I want to know what I am supposed to focus on. Like $5 per session, please.
I am not $5. I'm very expensive. But I'll give you a discount. I'll give you a friend discount, lah, Amanda. You PM me later.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I think I was just wondering like how do you read it? Is it like what? I'm pretty sure it's not true like tarot cards or whatever. No. Like somebody's birth time.
You need your birth date, birth time, and also location. And I would actually there's actually my own person. I use a software to come up with your own birth chart. There's this like round image like that, and I would actually come up with like a 6 to 7 page report. And I would show you like the analysis, like, okay, what is happening over here? These planets over here, what does it mean? What's your highest point in life, your highest calling in life? So why, I remember you're Leo, right? You told me yesterday. So there's like millions of Leos out there. But definitely you have said before that, just because you are a Leo doesn't mean, right, every other Leos out there is similar as you. And he's like, come Leo are so weird or something like that. It's because everybody's birth chart, they have like different placement and like, different elements inside. That is what makes, right, every Leo out there different. Yeah.
Yeah. Because for me, I find that like I have like the most weirdest sort of like Leo chart, because most Leos are very proud, very loud, and very unapologetic and stubborn, right? Like everything they do is like right, everyone else is wrong.
Yeah.
But I find that part of Leo that is so such a turn up, because my moon sign is a Libra, and I like everything to be like balanced and fair and like chill. So I don't know. Like for me, it's always been very difficult to be labeled as a Leo, because I find that being a Leo is so turn off-ish.
A Leo just joined us on the stage. Tao, you want to share?
I missed like the first half of the conversation.
The first half, I was teaching everyone how to manifest. But if you missed the first half, right, PM me on Instagram. I can send you a link to my blog where it teaches you how to. Anyone who missed the first part, right, how to manifest, please PM me on my Instagram, and I'll share you a link to my blog, right. In detail, I actually wrote down the steps to do it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
How much do you charge for the birth chart thingy?
PM me, because I don't want to sell. Like I this one is like sharing lah, so I don't want to sell also lah. But anyone who's interested can PM me. Yeah.
I think Yiching has a question here. She has not spoken.
Okay,
yet.
Yiching.
Yeah, Yiching.
Share.
Hi, Sarah again.
Hello. Thank you for supporting us every night.
新年快乐 also.
Yeah, 恭喜发财.
Okay, so I have a question. Just now you mentioned about the 111222 manifestation, right? So I Google search. apparently there's this thing called angel numbers. Is that what you meant?
No, this is not angel number. This one is
okay.
scripting. SCRIPTING. You can Google scripting. So this is for manifestation. Angel numbers is different. Angel numbers, right? Like, how come every day I see the clock is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. What does it mean? Yeah. So that one is angel number. So angel number is like, how come I see 1, 2, 3, 4? Which actually the past few years I keep on saying 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 means, right, your career is like going up all the way up, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if you keep on saying like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 is like, it's time to start something already. So that one is angel number. It's different from scripting.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay, we have who's that? Angeline.
Yeah, me. Sorry. I was just thinking about it because honestly, to begin with, I'm not really a believer in terms of manifestation. So I have reasons for this.
Yeah.
So many years ago, I don't know, this is something that I saw on YouTube. I think this very famous YouTuber, it's like an American YouTuber. So what she did was, she's a very famous YouTuber. She has very nice house, nice car, blah, 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 all those stuff. Because she said she managed to manifest. And then her tactic on manifest is to create a mood board kind of thing.
A vision board. Yeah,
that's what you call. And then so basically you put like what you want to achieve within that year.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what she did. So she won like 1 million followers on YouTube, or
I know who you're talking about. Amber Shaw.
Yeah, so
I follow her. So
yeah, so that's what I saw, and then I kind of like how do you call it? I adopt from what she recommend, and I also like sort of did it. But then from my side, I just probably because I didn't really act upon what I manifest for, which it didn't come true because I did consequently for almost 3 years, and then from that on, I think I kind of like shifted away because I didn't see any results of what I'm expecting. It could be because I'm desperate or whatnot, so it could be that sense lah. So yeah, that's why I was not really a true very believer in terms of manifestation. So
yeah, maybe it's a technique also, because this is something that it's a practice behavior. Like, it's like not like you try one time you know how to do it already. Like me also like it's over the years I learned like certain things how to do it, like certain things how to manifest. Because I mean in the past also I'm quite impatient. So like, how come this didn't happen and all that. But once I learned to relax and let go and like don't give a fuck, right? Actually, I manifest more things. My background is I was in corporate for 10 years. I was working in advertising and I was heading a media agency in Vietnam before I moved back to Malaysia. When I was in corporate, I was always very desperate to hit my sales. So I was like, I need to hit my sales. I was so desperate to the extent that I felt very sick, because in media, right, you are always working until very late hours and also like trying to chase and complete certain campaigns. So I was working so damn hard, but I'm not getting the result I want. So when my dad passed away, I realized like life is very, very short. So I said, I cannot die for my career anymore. So when I decided to move back to Malaysia, I was like, okay, my first priority wasn't actually to start a business. It was to start continue my PhD studies. So I was like, okay lah, since right now I got following already, I got like, some regular clients for tarot. I earn like I just earn a bit every month, even though not like my previous paycheck. I'm happy already. So I actually let go a lot. But then now the past 2 years, suddenly my career boomed. Like I had a lot of media attention, a lot of like very, very supportive clients who keep on coming back to me and introducing a lot of people. And my clients like the who of KL, like a lot of Miss Malaysia, celebrity, Dato Sri and all that. And I actually don't put in as much effort as I did in the past. In the past, right, you can ask Rachel. Rachel's my longtime friend. I party 3 times a night. Like I go to at least 3 events a night, right? Not because I like partying. It was because I needed to network. In Asia, especially in Asia, especially in Malaysia, right? It's not about what degree you get. It's about your connection. So I was so desperate to network. I really go out and I look so tan and so ugly and so haggard in my 20s. Right now in my 30s, because I get very good sleep every night. So like I got guys right 10 years younger than me going after me right now. So I feel that when I learned to let go, I actually manifested a much, much more thing. But when I was in my 20s, I was so desperate to climb up the corporate ladder and I worked like shit like that, right? I didn't get the result that I want. So that was like the aha moment that I realized that, oh my God, now I finally understood how this works, even though I've had the book The Secret, right, for like more than 10 years already. But I only finally understood, right, like the past 2-3 years, in fact.
That is so interesting from your perspective. Probably, maybe because I was, it could be because I was very impatient, first of all. And maybe I should, pay more attention on the manifestation part. Yeah, I don't mind giving it a shot again. But another thought also triggered me, like, not to believe in manifestation is because, okay, there's a thing in Chinese. I don't know if it's a boomer thing or whatnot, but apparently, like, there's a group of people that they believe that if you change your Chinese character or Chinese name, like the two, definitely not your surname, but their two last name, they say that if you change your name, that your life would change a different way or whatnot, which my parents, my mom did for me, and somewhat they believe that my name kind of would affect my future relationship and whatnot and stuff like that. And then funny enough, I changed my name, and then the only thing you need to do is you have to write your name in a book, like a very thick book. I think it would take about 30 days to finish it. But then, ironically, because it did mention that how old in your lifetime that your relationship will get affected. I think they mentioned when I was 27 or 28. And ironically, on that time, and I thought that it wouldn't happen, it did happen. It says something like, my relationship would get affected very badly. I would go through a very big breakup and stuff like that. And it did happen. Because at the time, I was keep manifesting it that it won't happen, but it didn't happen, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So are you saying that it's like, in a way also you manifested that, like all the bad things also somehow you will somehow manifest? Somehow it feels like it, but then I was more like, please don't happen. But then of course at the back of my head I was like, shit, I don't want it to happen, but then somehow it did happen.
Yeah, because you manifested it actually. Because you were thinking about it. So yeah, I actually agree with that. I also don't agree with a lot of traditional masters, right? They really mindfuck a lot of people, and also a lot of my clients, before they came to me, they go to like other readers, right? And a lot of other readers, I find that they are very unethical. They will say things like, oh, you're going to die at 40 years old, or you're never going to get married or something like that. So I had to, put in a lot of effort to literally change their mindset, because a lot of people actually believe like, oh, the Feng Shui master said I'm never going to be successful today. Therefore, I study so hard or things like that, which I would never like, talk down to my own clients. So
yeah, I definitely agree with you, because I feel like it basically, if whatever they're telling you that's bad, it feels like as if they're feeding us the bad energy, and it feels like as if that it's going to happen to us, on that point of time or whatever.
Yeah, that's why I don't agree. Personally, even though I studied Feng Shui myself, I don't practice it, because Feng Shui, they are very like that, So like many years ago, in the past, every year I used to go to a Feng Shui master. So there was one thing, one year, I went to this very famous Feng Shui master in Cheras. Every year the Star actually interviewed this guy. So I was like, oh, very famous, very famous. So he said, oh, this is a very bad year for you. Then I said, oh my God, Sifu, how to goi? Those who don't understand means like how to change it. What he say, right, is like, oh, you just chill only lah. I cannot change for you already. I say, bloody hell, it's like 365 days. I just sit down there and then just chill and not do anything in my life.
That's harsh, man.
Which doesn't make sense. But Western and modern day, like either tarot reading or astrology, right, or even spirituality, right, we always believe that the power is in our hands and the free will is in our hands. So for example, let's say in your chart, right, like love can be difficult. So a lot of traditional readers, they will say that, oh, love is difficult, so you better not get married lah, which is actually not true. So it can be like, oh, I can see that you are a bit temperamental, and you sometimes, right, you will jump to conclusion and lash on your partner. So maybe you need to go for, anger management therapy. So modern day, right, they actually gives you certain solution. That's why I don't do traditional readings, even though I actually know how to do it.
Damn.
Yeah. So I even have so a lot of parents also hire me to speak to their child, because they are personal master, right, speak to their child, the child don't want to listen. So there was this parent that came to me just 3-4 weeks ago. So she's like, oh, my daughter Chak say she'll never get married. The Sifu say she'll never get married. Then when I look at the chart, I say, no, marriage is possible. How come he can say things like that? Then it's like, no lah, won't get married one. It's like, this is your child. How can you tell your child that she'll never find happiness, she'll never find love, when love is something that we need in our life? So sometimes parents also, especially the one very traditional one, they get mind fucked by all these readers, and they literally, right, destroy their own children's life, which I find that is very, very bad.
Yeah.
So that's why this is more so it's more like a concept thing. But anyways, we're about to close for our night. We have a few more minutes. Anyone want to add anything else?
Can I ask when is the next astrology session?
See mood.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
We'll let you know. You follow us. You follow us. We will announce, because right now we are trying different rooms and different topics. So which one more hing you all can like suggest to us, you know, and then we will discuss lah. And then we see anyone want to co-host also.
Sarah.
Yeah.
I have one last question.
Yeah.
Is there a such thing called you manifest at the wrong time, or if your manifestation go wrong?
Your manifestation will go wrong when you manifest the negative things lah. But there's no such thing as wrong timing. Even a lot of people will tell me, oh, this person I would have worked out with him or her, but then we all wrong timing. I don't believe in wrong timing. I believe that everything in your life happens for a reason. It's really a lesson. And I find that personally, you know, based on what I've seen, right, this lesson, right, is to guide you like to your right track. So when I was working in advertising, I thought I will work in advertising for a really long time, because I was at a very, very high level in my career already. But when health issue hit me, right, and when I left my career, right, I was like, okay, I don't know what to do, but I enjoy tarot reading. I just do it for fun. Somehow, this actually became my calling. So when I got that health issue, right, it was actually, I find that it was a guidance at that point of time. It was a sign. Like everyone always say, oh, I want to see the sign. Where's the sign from the universe? I think personally, I felt that it was actually the sign from the universe really, because maybe advertising wasn't my true calling. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much,
Sarah. You are most welcome. Thanks. So I hope you all will achieve like all your dreams come true. I hope you manifest the love that you want, the life that you want, your dream career, and add more followers. So good night, everyone. 恭喜發財. Happy New Year and have amazing 2021. Good night, everyone.
恭喜發財.
恭喜發財. Good night.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Hello.
Hi, girl.
Hi. Okay, today is quite interesting. I think everyone's waiting for the astrology one, right?